I'm coming live from the launch of the Stuttering Awareness Wellbeing campaign, where I'm delighted to be joined by Cork Southwest TD Deputy Michael Collins. Deputy Collins, welcome and thank you for joining us here today.
And thank you, Gavin, and Michael.
Okay, thank you, Michael. First question I'd like to ask you, Michael, is why did you decide to become involved with this campaign?
It's a super campaign. It's giving people an opportunity to have issues with their health, regardless of what it is, to express themselves and get out there. And I spoke to Jamie Coogan at the beginning, who has been a great ambassador for the stuttering awareness, and he showed me a pathway that he wants to take this, and his colleagues with him want to take this to, and they're talking about, we met with Brian O'Donovan from RTE. We've spoken to him because the goal for stuttering awareness is to speak to President Biden, and I can see that happening. That isn't going to happen very easy, but unfortunately, especially with a pandemic, it makes it more difficult. But I'm delighted to be part of this campaign with the group, and we're going each step of the way together until we get to the goal, and that's the goal of meeting the President of the United States, who himself has stuttering issues, and he's well overcome those issues.
Brilliant. In your many years working, volunteering in local communities, helping people, you're bound to have come across obstacles along the way and different kind of unexpected events, and you've had to work to overcome those in whatever project or personal capacity you've been working in. What qualities do you feel helped you to overcome those obstacles and get the better of them?
Well, I suppose everybody has obstacles in life, and it's how you face those obstacles. And the sad thing, some people get very down and depressed with obstacles, but I feel maybe we should try and challenge those obstacles and get out there. For myself, I left school at national school, so I faced many obstacles to get to where I am today. But I did that with being out there in the community, working with people, communicating with people, caring for people. And I urge every young person today to go out and get involved in the community voluntary sector. There's no greater rewarding way to fulfill your life is to be involved in the community sector, working with people and be kind. It doesn't matter if it's the Meals on Wheels, if it's the community alert, if it's the community council, whatever it is. It makes you so busy, you haven't time to be worrying or thinking, you're busy the whole time and you're helping people. And sometimes that can lead to something else and in my life, I was lucky it did. The voluntary sector led to the political side of things, even though I stayed away from it for a long time. But then it led to the council and then to Dáil and where I am today. But I'm just urging people to overcome challenges, is to get out there and be with people and talk to people and communicate with people. And the world is a beautiful place if you do that.
I would imagine as well a lot of courage and hard work and diligence is required.
Absolutely, it's 100%. The thing is, if you are involved in and Jamie and probably other members here are involved in other groups as well, because once they see you can do something, you'll get calls from everyone. They'll all want you to do something, and you'll never have an idle moment if you're involved in the community voluntary sector and giving your time to people. And I know it's not easy. It takes hours in the evenings and hours in the night. But it's so rewarding and it's so fulfilling, and there's an obstacle in that time along the way, but you'll work around it because you'll educate yourself as you go along. Self-education
and there's determination and hard work to get around that obstacle.
Absolutely.
You've almost answered my last question before I ask it. I was going to ask you, what advice would you give to young people, or even those that are not so young, that are suffering from mental health, I suppose, especially for those who have a speech impediment and it's impacting on their mental health?
I think first of all, they must remember there's help out there. There's people out there, there's emergency services or ordinary services out there. That's the first thing that they always have to be aware of and make sure to communicate with those services that are there. But again, and I don't like to go back dwelling on it, they need to get themselves in community voluntary sector. It's the most simple way to have a great life and to have a rewarding life, and you're giving something, and giving people, love people that give, and there's a lot of love and care and attention swapped both ways. And I think a lot of people unfortunately have escaped that part of life. The community voluntary sector is suffering. It needs young blood, it needs good blood. And I think it's the greatest way to deal with your mental health issues. The professional services are great and all that, but you need something else around that, because the phone call isn't just going to sort it all out. It's important, and by all means do take that call if you feel that you're stressed and worried about something, but keep yourself busy, and the only way you can do that is on a community voluntary sector, and eventually who knows, you might end up in Dáil if you keep working that direction.
Michael, thank you so very much for your time and your support and your insight. It's greatly appreciated.
Thank you very much, and thank you for 25 years of giving to young people. And today you were awarded with an award for that, and you deserve that fully from what I've been told. And thank you kindly.
You were very kind, Deputy Collins. Thank you so, Michael. Thank you so very much for that. Thank you.